Hiya folks, Scott here from Frontline Medical, and it's been an interesting week, let's just say that. Let's start off with Trump, okay? Trump, Saudi Arabia, because Trump is known for loving Muslims in the Muslim countries. Saudi Arabia, gifted Trump everything, really, They had an escort vehicles made up of cyber trucks. They rolled out the purple carpet. Yes, purple, not red, but it did look good. And there was the $400 million jet. Now we all know what Trump is like. Trump has got a history of hating Muslim countries. Not my words, his words. Let's have a look.
There is a Muslim problem in the world.
But you do believe overall there is a Muslim problem in the world?
Well, there is a Muslim problem, absolutely. You just have to turn on your television set. I think Islam hates us. There's something there that there's a tremendous hatred there.
Did you mean all 1.6 billion Muslims?
I mean a lot of them. You look at what's happening with the Quran, it's a pretty scary thing. There's something there that teaches some very negative vibe. They do not respect us.
Funnily enough, after the Saudis gifted Trump, like I say, his $400 million jet, a welcome like he's never had before, and the mobile McDonald's, Trump has changed. They're the best people in the world now. Let's have a look.
We have great partners in the world, but we have none stronger and nobody like the gentleman that's right before me. He's your greatest representative. And if I didn't like him, I'd get out of here so fast. You know that, don't you? He knows me well. I do. I like him a lot. I like him too much. That's why we give so much, Too much. I like you too much. One of our great...
Is it just me, or did that Saudi prince look uncomfortable as fuck? That speech was horrific. But you have Trump sucking up his ass now. These guys have literally thrown everything at him. And Trump, once again, has been easily bought because that's what Trump is. He just... How do you describe the guy? If you throw gifts his way, you throw money his way, he's your best friend. But he is a fraud, he's a crook, he's a convicted rapist. The guy's scum. And now, do you know what? Fuck Trump, right? Because he's an asshole. We will need to go back to him, but because him, Trump, and Putin, they've been pushing for these talks, Trump especially. We want these talks done. We want the peace negotiations to take place. And so it was arranged in Turkey. Zelensky turned up. Putin decided not to because he's a fucking coward. And he's too scared to leave Russia in case of an assassination attempt. What did Trump say to that? Well, why would he go? Why would Putin go if I don't go? What kind of answers that? Well, he's in Saudi Arabia, getting everything handed to him. There's people in Ukraine getting their homes smashed daily. We had a bus in Sumy today that was hit by a drone, a public bus, 9 killed. And it's not just in Ukraine. If you look at the USA as well, we've got inflation. You've got businesses collapsing. People can't afford to pay their rent. You've got the cost of living just going through the roof. He doesn't care about that. Trump doesn't care about that. And, Putin's the same. He doesn't care about the misery he's inflicting as long as he gets his way. Because Trump and Putin are exactly the same. Well, they're not exactly the same. In this case, I need to give the Russians a little bit of credit because they are playing Trump as well. Trump is just naive and he's not good at deal making despite what he says. Trump is a wannabe dictator. He's also a fraud. Last say, a convicted rapist. He pretends to be Christian, he's not Christian, because a normal Christian, a good Christian, would not allow or would totally condemn attacks on families, you know, men, women and children being killed, and the horrific scenes we're seeing across Ukraine. So he's not Christian either. So that's the last week, guys. It's been a complete shit show, as always. You know, you've got the supposed leader of the free world, Trump. He's not. You know, we all know he's an asshole. He's a self-centered prick. And he is just the epitome of human scum. We've got Putin, who is also a self-centered prick and scum. We've got Zelensky trying to get some sort of negotiations going. And the best he could come up with was a prisoner exchange of 1,000 people each, which is a start, thank God. And as we've got the Europeans, you know, they're standing firm. They're actually being more hardcore than the USA, which is really good to see. Once again, massive big up to the Europeans, man. They ain't taking shit these days from Russia. They know how Russia operates. They're not buying the bullshit. They're not as naive as Trump and his entire administration. So it's good to see that. But guys, let's we'll just call it quits. Quick update. Let's say I'm bored. I'm in this little shitty medical point for a few days, which is just really boring. And I thought I'd throw this video together. Guys, peace out, Slava Ukraine, and I'll catch you later.